Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. On the ground, it's the rookie from Tennessee. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing, Cook. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Cook. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Jets at 6-5 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go with Mark Partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
From the 36, Cook. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Taylor will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. To throw is Taylor. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the draw, Robinson. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. This is 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Sampson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again is Taylor. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Now 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flushed out right. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime...
And now off to the races down the right side. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. This 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. 3rd down and 13. Now they'll change things up. looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Crossing route and complete. He's got Pitts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 2. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This pass is caught by London. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Robinson up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They run over center with Mitchell, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Coup for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Cook. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing, Cook. Open man, the tight end, Taylor. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Edwards. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are back within a score. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cook. This is Smith with a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Down the right sideline, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Cook. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cook. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Back to throw. Cook. To the left side. He's got the tight end, Taylor. Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Cook. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hand off now to Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees his defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd and 1 from the 2. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Washington from a yard out. And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Koo now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Cook. Pass complete to Taylor.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Now Cook off the play fake. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Jalen Walker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 15 yards. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jalen Walker. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Well, this was a fun one today. If you like